I help my mom out and do something real quick. She's 80 years old, so she needed me to come move something for her. So I had to go do it.
Well, you know what, sir? Family always comes first. And if you get to know me, my whole entire company is dedicated to my mother. So I get it. And I get it. I just want you to drive safe. All right. So before all right, man. Well, welcome to FaceTime with Todd Wharton. Todd, I appreciate you for being on.
No problem.
Of course. First of all, I was always raised to love women. I love women to death, but I have to recognize that it's always good to see another good-looking man with the name Todd. I just got to throw that out there.
That's right, man.
I just got to throw that out there.
Yeah. I just started up a workout regimen every day now. Man, I'm getting back down to my, fighting weight, but I'm not fighting, but getting back down to my good weight, I had, for a while, being home in this COVID, I put on COVID weight, man. It was terrible, dude. Man, I was up to 200 pounds, dude. Because, watching TV, eating, I wasn't thinking about working out, but the last month, man, I've already dropped 15 pounds. I want to get down to like 172 is where I want to get to.
172. Wait, how tall are you?
Yeah. I'm 5'11".
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're going to get into rip shape if you do that, boy.
Well, brothers, we can get them definitions pretty easy. You know that,
Yeah, don't tell me about it. I don't want to hear it, all right? I'm a white boy. Every time I eat a donut, it's like, yo, Todd, are you pregnant? And I'm looking at people like, really, dude? Really? Is that where we're going with this right now?
Hey, I had a gut, bro. Trust me. I remember I had a gut, bro. And one day I woke up, and you know how you get dressed, and I was looking in the mirror, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a black guy, and I can't even see that right now. I said, wait a minute. So I went on a diet, and I got rid of the belly, but I haven't got the abs yet because I have a back problem. I have a 3 blown disc in my back. That's from gymnastics. It's from wrestling. I did pro wrestling for a while. It's from, I had a motorcycle wreck, a car wreck, so, it messed up my back. But now the doctor showed me which things to do, and now it's falling off, man. But, everything is really in how you eat. It really is, man. It's how you eat.
Of course,
but
yeah, and I 100% agree with you.
But let me ask you a question. Why is the most delicious things bad for you? Why is that? I want to know why.
I mean, I say that a lot about women too. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, bro,
but it's true. It's true. It's like when you want to eat healthy, have greens, have a salad, and it's okay. It tastes good. But then when you're in a mood for an In-N-Out burger, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why can't somebody just come out with a day like wash down with an In-N-Out burger with this nice, great shake that'll actually go right through your system and pop it right out?
That's what I'm saying. Why can't you have something like you eat and you be like, yeah, man, this was the best food I ever had, and guess what? It's not fattening. That's why, to me, them really rich people, there is no excuse for them to put weight on. You can hire the best cook, the best thing, and the food that's natural is great, and you lose weight. You know what I mean? There's no excuse for it. The rest of us that, we gotta figure out what we can buy, what we can afford at the time, because we got all these bills that we gotta pay, and then we end up saying, something, we get a little bit feeling bad one day, something, maybe, that cake I'm gonna eat ain't that bad. And then you realize you ate the whole damn cake. You're like, damn, I ate the whole damn cake by myself.
100%.
They call it comfort food is what they call it.
Yeah,
That's what they call it.
Comfort food to me is ice cream, stuff like that. All the good stuff. All the stuff that's good for you. Yeah, it's I 100% agree with you, man. I'm waiting for a day where a protein bar doesn't taste like cardboard.
Oh my God, I know, right? If the protein bars were good, man, it would be or this. After that protein bar, you constipated. That's the other thing that's messed up. Especially when you get our age, you know what I mean? You're like, man, I gotta eat some fiber just to be able to lose it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Fiber helps you get clear. When you get older, man, all kind of weird things start happening to you, right? the weirdest things in the world, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like, have you ever gone to sleep in your bed and you wake up and your ankle hurts? You're like, what did I do last night in bed when I was asleep? Was I running track in my sleep?
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Exactly. Dude, I don't think I'm going to survive this whole interview, man, because I think I'm laughing so hard I just dropped the rib. And I literally just saw Eve come in here and steal my rib again. I'm like, that's just great, man. Now I got to go after that.
I don't do a lot of stuff. Yeah, he'll tell you that I don't do a lot of stuff. I don't do a lot of interviews, but I always do. You know, if Roger needs me to do him a favor, I'll do it.
Yeah, thank you for Roger that. Yeah, and I appreciate you for doing this. I just built a very good reputation in this industry where we had a nice talk on the side, and I'm like, Ty, listen, this show has taken off. It's only been up, a continuation. It's only been up for about 6 weeks, but I'm booking 5 days a week celebrities from around the world, and we're booked all the way through April because it's about a real talk show where you're just having a great time, right? I'm having a lot of comedic promos I do every day. I wasn't able to do one for you because it was last minute, but the honor of talking to you and just having a good time, that's what people want to see. Nobody wants to see any more drama and crap. I don't want to hear about it.
Nope. Neither do I. That's why I don't even watch the news no more. It used to be like where you really heard about what's going on. Now it's tabloid. You don't know if it's true or not. You just don't know.
Exactly.
You know, and it's sad. I remember a day growing up watching the news. You know, you could believe everything that was said because the news didn't tell lies. Now, you don't know what's real and what isn't real. You just don't know.
Facts, and I was just actually saying that in my monologue in the show that I wish reality shows could be done because when they first started, you know, they were funny and stuff, but now it's like everybody wants to beat the crap out of each other, yell at each other, scream at each other, and it's like, so this is what the world is turning to, making money by acting cool.
The only one I really like is The Contender. Ooh, I like that show, man.
Yeah.
That show because dudes talk crap, but they got to go in the ring and settle it. They're like, okay, we going in the ring. And they be like, you know, and then they get in there and get embarrassed, but then they become friends afterwards. But I love The Contender because they be, man, I'll beat you. You ain't nothing. And then they get in there and get beat up and be like, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. He's like, it's all right. They make up and they be friends, man. Yeah, I love UFC, man. UFC, man, is amazing. I like combat sports, but that sport, the people treat each other with respect in that sport. They really do. You know, they treat each other with dignity. When they lose, they come over, they hug you, you know, and all that stuff, you know. But it was interesting because I was talking about Amanda Nunes. Man, I don't see any woman beating her, man. No. That woman is a beast.
Yeah.
That last girl she fought, that girl was so much bigger than her, but I was like, this girl's gonna have problems because she's slower. I go, Amanda is fast. Like Amanda has like quick twitch muscles, man.
Oh
and
yeah.
I felt so. But I love Amanda because she goes up, she hugs the girl afterwards, gives her a kiss on the cheek, you know, because it's all about, you know, she doesn't have to fight angry. You know, she just doing her job. That's her job. Just her job, you know.
That's right. And you mentioned all this fighting. Max Barrow, the UFC champ, is a really good friend of mine. We grew up together at East Meadow High School. Yeah. So I have a lot of love for Matt, and I was scared of him too because we were friends and we always played on the same football team. We used to have this game called the Christians versus the Jews in high school. and we always dominated, but whenever I saw Matt get into a fight, which was rare, he scared me, man, because he's a lot shorter than me, but he is a pit bull.
Oh, dude, that's why, you know, it's like, if you see somebody with cauliflower ears, don't mess with him. Don't mess with him. You know, anybody with cauliflower ears, they've been through some stuff. That's all I know. Exactly. You know, they've been on that game. But you know, I watch a lot. The shows I watch today, I watch so many shows, dude. I watch like shows from like CW. I watch those shows. I watch Flash. I watch Supergirl. I watch all those. Yeah, I love them, man. They're great shows and they're great stories, man. You know, I can't argue with that. I just enjoy watching them. I like, and I started watching the FBI. That's a great show, FBI Most Wanted. But I started also watching these new shows from, I'm watching an Australian show called Herald, and then I'm watching two British shows. The one British show I watch is what is that British show? Jeez, I can't think of the name of it.
Benny Hill.
Oh my God! Oh, we have a channel that has 24-hour Benny Hill.
Exactly.
Dude, I cannot believe he got away with the stuff he got away with. There is no way you could do that today. The stuff he
did. You remember Benny Hill, the British TV and Japanese TV, they're no holds barred. Like, come on, you've seen some videos of Japanese TVs where you're like, wait, what? And you're watching the game show like, are they actually doing that?
Wait, check this out. When I was in Europe, when I first went to Europe, I was watching the news, right? And they had a man and women on there, and they were talking about the genitals of each other, and I'm like, but they were showing it, and I called to I go, hey, I didn't order no pornographic stuff, and they said, excuse me, sir, are you watching the news? I go, yeah. They go, oh, you must be American. And I was like, well, what does that mean? They go, oh, that's shown here. We don't care about that. I was like, wow, they were showing the parts of the women and men and talking about it.
Wow.
And they really were on the news. On the news. I was blown away, dude. I was like, this is insane.
Yeah, people don't realize how we look to the rest of the countries. it's
Well, but the funny part about it is we're even just as bad, but we act like we're not. That's the problem. We hide. We act like we don't do these things, and my biggest thing is I'm praying one day that America will wake up and stop being so racist. It's gotta go away, man.
Yeah, and I agree with you. Yeah, thank you for saying that, Todd. First of all, if you guys don't know, you got two Todds up in this thing, chopping it up right now, having fun. So, Todd, I'm glad you said that because we were talking about before I mentioned it on the other shows. I've been fighting civil rights for a while, and I've been standing and riding with my boy Ben Crump, and I'm honored to call him my friend and be able to text him because he's killing it right now, and we need more people like him.
Yeah, we do. The thing is, we need people to get out there and tell the truth. And see, I think the problem with America is it's been hiding behind it and not telling the truth. See, that's what I think the problem is. Right. If they would just be honest, say sorry, move forward, it'd be fine because even Australia apologized to the Aborigines. France apologized for what they did to those people over there. Spain apologized for what they did to the people they held down. Everyone does it, but I think maybe the United States has too many people to apologize to. That could be the reason, maybe.
That's because every 4 years you go through different administrations that changes the past administration, move forward. You ever notice that? It's kind of like it's like you're going to school and you're learning math, right? And then next year you learn math from another teacher, but a totally different way they teach. And this is what politics is. You know what I'm saying? It's like you get used to something for 4 years, and then the next person comes in and completely changes, and it's like there's no normality in the world. It's like we're constantly, it's like, when do we get to find something that we can all agree on?
I really also think that I think that Congress and the Senate need term limits. They need term limits, man. They need them bad, man. If they had term limits, I think things would be better because then they would be more apt to do the right thing because they'd be too afraid of not doing it. You know what I mean? So,
totally agree with you on that.
They're there basically for life. And then think about all the lobbying. Think about all the lobbying. Think about that, man. Mm-hmm. That lobbying is what's destroying America. That lobbying.
Yeah. 100% agree. Listen, there are a lot of issues in politics that people like me and you, we have a better chance expressing a voice not being a politician. That's just the way it is. And I'll give you an example. Todd, if I put you on a debate right now next to one of the politicians that are known, you're probably going to get a lot more people listening to you Because you're a celebrity.
Yeah.
And you have power. Because once you become a congressman or in politics, half the world, no matter what, does not like you because you are in a party that they don't agree with.
Yep, and see, that's why my thing was, I think it was George. It was our first president. Didn't he say, if we make different parties, it'll be the destruction of our country? Didn't he say that? George Washington. He said that.
Yep.
He said if we make different parties, we would destroy our country. Look at our country right now because of the different parties. None of them can get along. They don't like working together. They don't like doing things together. Everybody has their own way of doing things, and it's like, it's not very supportive of the people.
Right.
And yet, we live in a country where, our military, to me, our veterans don't get enough care. Our veterans deserve a lot more than what they get. We have homeless now like crazy in the United States.
Right.
We're one of the richest countries, and we closed down all the mental hospitals that some people, they need to be there. They don't need to be on the streets. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They should be in hospitals, getting taken care of, but, we closed them all down, for different funding reasons to put more money into something else. $700 billion goes into, defense, but how about taking, $10 billion of that and helping the veterans?
Right.
Doing more for the veterans. Right. How about that?
100% agree. And guys, if you don't know, right now I'm talking with Todd Bridges, iconic actor. If you want to find him on Instagram, we always tell people where to find him. It's Todd_A_Bridges. Definitely follow this man because he's not just an actor. He is a great guy. And he's talking some facts right now. And of course, follow me, Todd Wharton Official, WHARTON Official. We interview people 5 nights a week. So Todd, I got to tell these people the story that happened today because you have me on the floor laughing my ass off. So guys, I called Todd so we can go over the interview today. And he was in the middle, I guess. They were rocking this video game, which I didn't know. And I'm talking to him like, so Todd, listen, follow me at my Instagram. And then I hear, man, that's some bullshit. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? What is that? And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, so Todd, this is how we're going to do the interview. And then I hear like, oh man, that's some whacked out. I'm like, what? And then you told me you were playing a game with your boy Victor, and he was the one standing in the background. So I thought you were talking to me.
Yeah, we're playing Battlefield 4, and he got shot, and he was mad because you get shot fast. It was like, that's some bullshit. It was so funny, dude, because when I told Victor, my buddy, best friend Victor, he's a police officer in Illinois. And when I told him, he was cracking up when he found out you heard. He was laughing like, oh my God, he must have thought he must have thought that somebody behind you was saying that, but it was in the game. He was cussing the game out. And believe me, we all do. You play those games, you be like, some guy caps you, you're shooting at him and you're missing, and he headshots you. You're like, oh, you son of a gun, man. Let me tell you something, man. My son's a video game graphic game design. And I'm going to tell you something. For me, that has been my saving grace of mental stability. To be able to play these video games with my buddies all over the world, have fun, man. To me, I get all my aggression out in them games. You know what I mean? You shoot a bunch of people in those games, you know what I mean? And then I'm good. I'm happy. Go lucky again, And I just love it, because it's all fun. We play Madden. We play Battlefield. We play Madden. We play an anime game, My Hero Academia. We play that game. We play, what else we play? Oh, we play another Street Fighter. We play MHL2. We play all the football games and stuff. We play everything, man, and it's a lot of fun, dude. A lot of fun. I mean, I don't know if you saw recently. Did you see Snoop Dogg when he was twitching and he got mad? Did you see that? He got PT.
Yeah.
And he slammed his controller down. I was in tears because we've all been there, man. I was like, I've been there before. I've gotten mad and slammed the controller. I mean, like, son of a gun, bam, because I just got beat deep in something, Because football is like, I mean, Madden is really competitive, man. Madden's a competitive game too. All the games are competitive, but Madden is just competitive. I mean, who would have ever thought though that that it would be this way? Who would have ever thought that you could actually play with people all over the United States and all over the world? Who would have ever thought that, man? No one would have ever thought that.
What technology does.
Yes, it's amazing, man. And I got one of the fastest internets. I got away from one of them because it was costly and it was slow. And I got a new one. I got 1,000 uploads, 1,000 downloads, 1,000 gigabytes upload, 1,000 gigabyte downloads. So I don't have any problems, and I love it, dude. Love my game, dude. Love it to death, man.
Yeah, well, you need to find something at this point. You need to find something that you can keep you sane. Because you're indoors.
And my son, he's a video game graphic designer, but one of his jobs is just ended, so now he's going to get another one soon. So he'll get another one soon.
Oh wow!
But it's going to be great when he gets it. My he's such a good kid. I got a good family, man.
I'm telling you right now, man, I'm loving this interview. When I get my full live audience talk show, which we're moving to eventually, I'm bringing you back on, dude. I'm laughing my ass off here.
I tell you, I just like to have fun, man. That's my whole thing. People take things too serious in life, and you just got to relax and chill. Life is not where we want it, but guess what? It's a lot better than it could be. That's what I always tell people. It could be a lot worse. And I think that, as Americans, we don't really know what poor really is. When you go to one of them third world countries, you'll see some stuff that you'll be like, wow, no running water, no ways of getting food, that's suffering. Americans, we're just a little spoiled in some cases, and that's why, I'm happy with myself, man. I'll have 29 years sobriety, February 23rd. Oh, I'm sorry, I just passed that. I got 29 years sobriety, I
want everybody clapping it up right now. That's dope. Seriously, man.
It's a big deal for me because I haven't gone back, haven't done that, and I found a better outlet to make my life happier, and because I went through a lot of stuff as a kid. A lot of things happened to me, and I won't talk about what the police did and all that. That's here, there, now. But at least people know now I wasn't lying. You understand? Now they get to see the truth, so now they know I was telling the truth. They thought I was lying, man, about all that stuff, but they found out, that I was telling the truth now because now it's recorded. People see what's happening to people, but the police have a hard job as it is too, and.
Hey guys, I think Todd hit a dead zone. There he is.
Yeah, I think it's really important that we learn as, that police, are people too. And I think people forget that, and, they've made mistakes, but we can't hold them all responsible. That's like saying, like, a black guy robs a store now. Every black guy comes in, he's going to get a gun pulled on him. You know what I mean? Right. We have to learn to respect one another. That job has to be the hardest job there is. Because my buddy Victor tells me it's a hard job, man. It is, because there are a lot of great police officers. The problem is that 2% that's not good is affecting the rest of them.
Bro, you're saying exactly what I've been saying in a lot of my interviews. Like I just had Buddy White from Intro was on here a couple of days ago, who is a police officer. My boy Cut Lieutenant, who's on Rock the Bells Radio with LL Cool J, he runs the security for the Barclays Center. All right. A lot of my friends that are celebrities are cops, and none of them really want to talk about it because it's a very uncomfortable thing to talk about. But you're saying exactly what I said, because in every industry you have bad apples. It's just the way it is. But don't blame everybody else, because at the end of the day, their fathers, their brothers, their sons, their husbands, they're just trying to protect us, and good cops hate bad cops.
Yep. But the thing that should be done, though, this is what a law should happen. What needs to happen is this. If you get fired for misconduct as a police officer, you should never be able to become a police officer again. They can go to another city and become a police officer. That's the weird part about it. So that has to stop. You know what I mean? Okay, just like this. If I work at a bank and I embezzle money for the bank, do you think the bank gonna give me another job? I'll never be able to work for a bank again. So it should be the same way. If you get fired from bad misconduct, you should never be able to have a job like that again. But I know so many great officers. I got so many friends that are officers. They're great people, man. They're human beings, and sometimes people forget that. And sometimes some of the police officers forget that we're human beings and we make mistakes. But like I said, that's right. I've been friends. I've been out of trouble for so long. I've been friends with so many of them. But all my really good friend officers retired. They used to come by my house all the time where I live at, and we play basketball. They come over in their uniform. I'd be like, man, don't let that gun drop off and shoot me, man. All right. And they'd be like, no, we won't do more. And then they got to know my son really well. And when I go out of town, I'd call them and say, hey, I'm going out of town for 2 weeks. They drive by and check on my house all the time. And it's funny how I would know they're outside. I have about 15 cameras all around my house. They would come and they'd shine a light in the camera, and I knew it was them. I was like, that's them. And I come outside and we talk for a while, but they retired, and now I got about 3 or 4. But my best friend is in Illinois, Victor. He's a police officer. He's a great guy. Fun guy, man.
And they are. You know what?
And a damn good officer.
You know what? Yeah. I want to get into talk about some of the great things that you've done, because you've really had, forget about everything else, you really had a really cool career, and you still have a good career. I mean, you're young, I'm young, we got years, but just to recap, first of all, Different Strokes is one of my favorite shows. I grew up watching it. You, Gary Coleman, I mean, you guys made me laugh all the time. And what I loved about the show was the diversity at a time that diversity wasn't that accepted. It was starting to, but it wasn't. I love that show. So kudos to you for being a part of a historical show. And if a lot of people don't know, and they should, your girlfriend on the show was Janet Jackson, which is pretty dope. I'm just letting you know, because I'm a Janet Jackson fan, so I'm all about that nation.
Well, actually, I think something interesting. Right now, we have a network that wants to buy a new show that we redid. It's a continuation, and
really?
we just got to wait. We got to wait for Sony's approval. Sony's got to give us the go. So I'm waiting on Sony to give us the go. The network is willing to do it, but I got to wait for Sony because they own the show.
You're telling me a sequel series to Different Strokes?
It's a continuation. Willis will be married to somebody that was on another show. I can't tell you because she's not all the way locked in yet.
Yeah, not yet.
It's going to be a girl from Facts of Life. I won't tell you who it is. And they have a 12-year-old daughter. And what happens is that Willis inherited Mr. Drummond's fortune, and they still live in the same place, but it's all fixed up differently because it's modern times. And Pearl, Mary Jo Gatlett, the last maid, Pearl, her daughter passes away, was an estranged daughter, but leaves her with an 8-year-old and an 11-year-old boys.
Wow.
And she comes to Willis and says, I can't take care of these kids. Can you take care of them and adopt them for me? And Willis says he talks with his wife, and they say, yeah, let's do it. So it's going to be the new Different Strokes. It'll be like that.
I'm loving it, dude. Yeah, you become the father figure in another great family. Are you guys going into the same realm? I don't want to know too much because we don't want to give it away, but are you continuing in the same realm of an interracial family to show that everybody gets along no matter what color that they are? Because that's actually very important.
That's the whole purpose, because of what we're dealing with again right now. That's what it's going to show. And then what it's going to show is the perspective side of the two white kids, where even though Willis had a white father and a white father, white sister, still there's things that he doesn't understand and he may not be able to relate to. So He's going to have to help the kids. Right. The kids are going to help him, and he's going to help the kids. But ultimately, the bottom line is it's love, and it's human beings and it's people, and that's what it's about. Love conquers all, man. It does in every single situation. Empathy conquers all. I think that I see a lot. United States has lost some empathy for other people that are hurting, and I think that we have to get back that empathy. And remember that just because somebody's not, where you think they should be, you should have empathy for them,
Yep.
Empathy is a very important thing to have. And when you have empathy, you can show a lot more kindness, And then that's the thing, you show kindness. The kindness that Mr. Drummond showed me, and Arnold, and Gary Coleman, the kindness that Kimberly showed us, the kindness that the maid showed us. And then now this is going to be the reverse, where the kindness that Willis is going to show these two kids who lost their mother, and he's going to show them the kindness. And the beginning shows are going to be very funny, but at the same time, we're going to have a lot of stuff that, we're not going to hit you over the head with it, but we're going to show you what this country could be with this kind of family. We're going to be like, the new family, that, that have a good time. But I gotta wait on Sony. I gotta wait on Sony's okay. That's what I'm waiting on.
I mean, if you get the okay, I'll be honest with you, I will definitely watch it because I'm a huge Different Strokes fan. And the great thing is, obviously, you were part of another series called Roots, which was with the great John Amos, who I just interviewed on Friday. I'm going to tell you right now, if this show pops off, I mean, obviously, a lot of people would love to be guest stars on the show that were old guest stars of the old show. I have no problems just reaching out. It doesn't mean it's going to happen and be like, Mr. Amos, I think it'd be kind of cool if you did a cameo on the new Different Strokes show. That would be awesome.
Yeah, we definitely want to bring back the Facts of Life girls because they knew Willis. We're going to bring those back. They're actually going to be rotating a lot in the show, and because that's going to be like one of them are going to be Willis's the family lawyer, which is great because they have a history together. So you get jokes in there. The lawyer, very straightforward, but you still get a lot of jokes there because they know Willis and they grew up with Willis, and they're also going to know they know the wife very well too. They want to tell you that they know her very well. So again, it'll be Willis. Willis making mistakes, and then you got to fix them. Because that's where what you're talking about Willis came from. The mistakes that were made. And that's basically the same thing we're going to be doing. It's going to be a great show, though, man. Yeah, it's going to be great.
I love the idea. I can't wait to hear the name of the show. And what is it? What is it?
It's Different Strokes.
Oh, it's still going to be Different Strokes?
The new Different Strokes, yeah.
All right. I like that, and it's good that they're doing that. It's just reviving it back. I mean, you were a lot of people, if they don't know, you were obviously a part of Little House on the Prairie. You did a show on that. And that was a very emotional show because some of the lines that you did in that show made such an impact, and it got so much controversy. But even though it got some negative controversy, when you watch it today, there's no negativity there. It was all positive because the words that you said, it was like right on point.
When you watch that show today, it is so relative to what's going on today.
That's right.
Especially when I asked Michael Landon, his character, when I said, answer me something, sir. I said, would you want to be black and live to be 100 or white and live to be 50? And that music, he didn't answer that, but he loved Solomon Henry. He loved them because Solomon Henry bought something to their family that they never had before and gave Laura Ingalls a better understanding. I'm still good friends with Melissa Gilbert. I love Melissa Gilbert. She's the best, man. That show was like, and then the funny part about it, after I did that show, the Waltons did a show. I ended up being on the Waltons a few times too. I was on the Waltons too.
That's right. And you did you were Barney Miller, correct?
I was in Barney Miller, and then I was on the TV show Fish.
That's right. Yep. That's right. You did a lot of great shows. And what's funny? I don't know how far back it goes, but you were kind of like breaded to be in the Hollywood scene because if I'm not mistaken, your mother was a manager, right? And your father was a talent agent.
My mother was an actress, and she worked a lot. Right. She was on Good Times. My mother was. She was on Good Times. Who was that? I'm walking on my street.
Yeah, people know that, Betty Alice Pryor, correct? That was your mom.
No, Betty Bridges.
Betty Bridges. I went by the fire name.
Yeah, my dad was the first black agent in Hollywood, and we started a lot of black people in the business that are actually big stars now. Regina King was taught by my mom for a long time.
Regina King is awesome. 227. My
mom taught all of them. And because at one point, the way through the business was through our family, through our connections was the way through, But like I said, I just think that for me, I want to see more compassion and more empathy in America for other people, who need it. And I think if we can start doing that, we can make a lot more changes in this country and make it a much better country for everybody.
That's right.
But this whole COVID thing has knocked the socks off people, man. It's it's a tough thing, but I love wearing a mask, bro. Best thing in the world for me. I wear a mask. Nobody's shouting out Willis to me no more. Hey, Willis! I don't have to hear that. I mean, I don't mind it, but it's better not having to hear it too. What you talking about? Like I've never heard it before.
Yeah, I mean, in my brain when that whole thing went down with Victor today on the thing, my brain was like, say it. I'm like, no, dude, shut up. Like, that's gone. I'm not saying that no more. It's stupid. But I like wearing masks too. The only thing I'm worried about wearing a mask is like I can't hit on a girl because, like I don't care what anybody says. When you first meet somebody, physical attraction is the first thing you notice, and then everything else comes. But if I go up to a girl and she pulls the mask down, she looks like Sinead, and she's like, hi. I'm going to be like, no.
I didn't want to say that, but I'll let you say that. And that chicken body with that Sinead face. Hi, you be like, whoa, hold on a minute. I was just looking for I was looking for some ketchup. You know what the ketchup is? Yeah, that is.
I'm just saying.
I just got home, man. I got to get going, man. I got to go.
Right, man. Well, listen, Todd, I'm going to give you a call tomorrow to say thank you because I want you to take care of your moms right now. It's more important than anything.
But we'll do it again when I give you more time, when I
Not a problem.
Do more time.
But, Todd, I really appreciate you being on FaceTime with Todd Wharton. We have so much more to talk about. I'm going to chop it up with you more this week. But, guys, give it up to Mr. Todd Bridges, who's on FaceTime with Todd Wharton. We really appreciate him, man. And then coming up this week, tomorrow night, we got Willie Taylor from Day 26, P. Diddy's group. Thursday, we got Rima Webb, who's a Broadway star right here in New York City. And Friday, we got international female DJ Redbottom's going to be in the house. So we're going to have a lot of fun this week. Guys, we're on right now with, I can't even talk. I'm so excited about talking to you tonight. Mr. Todd Bridges. You can find him on Instagram, Todd_A_Bridges. Please follow me, Todd Wharton Official, WHARTON. We interview celebrities 5 nights a week. FaceTime with Todd Wharton. And like you said, it's about starting that positivity. And that positivity starts right here with conversation. Guys, I always tell you at the end of the night, please wear your mask. Practice social distancing. Whether you believe it or not, it's about we're all in this together, and take care of your family. I'm not talking about blood. Take care of the family of human beings because we're all related in some way, and we all should be loving each other like that. And Todd, you're already doing it, and as I always end the show, if you're not living a passionate life, then whose life are you living? Brother, have a great night. I appreciate you, man. All right.
Got it, bro. Talk to you soon.